Welcome back to our channel. You guys are watching aRICH and Jazzy Life. Today is Cinco De Mayo.
Happy Cinco De Mayo.
Happy Cinco De Mayo.
If you celebrate.
Right.
Well,
if you celebrate, a lot of Americans tend to celebrate and use this time to eat Mexican food and drink. So obviously we all are quarantined, okay?
So we'll be doing the same.
We will be just eating in the house. So I made a nice little spread and we're just gonna celebrate by having margaritas. We have margaritas.
Right.
Courtesy of Jose Cuervo.
This is that pre-mixed one that you basically just blended up. The mix. You put the mix, you put the Jose Cuervo, ice, blended.
He made it nice and strong, huh?
You know, if it was too weak, then you're just drinking the sweet juice.
Right.
So what do we got here?
So I made a Nacho Supreme. And I'm gonna tell you, we did go out a little bit earlier and I wanted some guacamole, some fresh guacamole. And I love chipotle. How do you pronounce it?
I mean, I say chipotle, but
I know it's not chipotle. It's not chipotle.
I've heard
it's
that
chipotle.
It's not chipotle.
It's like chipotle.
That sounds ridiculous.
Let me tell you, I say chipotle, and I worked in. That's my first job.
And what did they say?
I don't know.
Didn't everyone in New York say chipotle?
Yeah, I feel like everybody in New York say chipotle. Maybe they don't.
Comment
Maybe they
below.
just say.
Is it chipotle? Is it not chipotle?
Chipotle. Chipolate. Like when I say it in front of my students, they laugh at me because I say it wrong.
Chipotle.
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 I think it's meant to say chipotle.
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 No, it's not no chipolate.
Chipotle. It's chipotle.
Listen, whatever it is.
Well,
we call it chipotle.
So they accidentally gave me these. I had my own nachos from Trader Joe's, but these are nice and fresh. So before I start eating, I'm gonna tell you guys what I put together. I said to Richard, I was inspired by B Loves Life by this because her and her son, they were eating well, you know, she puts out a vlog every day, so this was maybe like last week. She had nachos with her son, and I noticed that they just ate they were eating like some spicy hot Dorito chips, but I didn't want all that. So I said, okay, let me use some tortilla chips, but I said, instead of me, I usually, when I make nachos, I put the...
You bake it and all that.
I put it on top. Yeah.
Like a lot of people.
A lot of people do that. So I said, you know what? This time I'm going to put
make the platter.
The toppings, on the plate. And then we'll take the chips and we'll dip it inside.
I like the idea. And I feel like you won't have to worry about soggy chips tomorrow.
Right.
So
we don't have no fork. This is going to get messy. So once you see fingers licking, Mama done got her nails. So
she can get down now.
I can get down, and here we go. Oh, I still didn't tell you what I made. So I just I wanted ground beef tacos. I usually make chicken nachos, but I had a taste of some ground beef. I put you know, the cheese sauce in a jar of Tostitos. I put that. Yo, you mad clumsy, yo.
It's just a little margarita.
Mad clumsy.
You know, I filled it to the
I might as well do the same. Put mine on top.
No, chill. I want you eating mine, though.
We definitely gonna have to open up the next bag.
It's not a whole lot.
It's not a lot.
If we were relying on them, we would be in trouble.
Right. If we were relying on them, we definitely would be in trouble. I'm gonna move these to the side.
Or maybe we're just greedy. One of the
other. What else? So I put the Tostitos cheese sauce on top. This is the chipotle guacamole. This is this is Trader Joe's salsa. I wanted fresh tomatoes, fresh Roma tomatoes. This is also chipotle.
Just say what we say. We say chipotle.
I say chipotle, oh well.
It's chipotle today.
So it's chipotle today. Happy Cinco de Mayo. And so
Mad New York.
So I also purchased the corn salsa because I love the corn salsa there.
Where was this from? The corn.
I bought that from Chipotle.
Oh, Chipotle. Okay.
Yeah. We already had the Trader Joe's sour cream. It doesn't matter what sour cream you use. We already had shredded lettuce in the fridge, and we added some jalapenos. Right, these are nacho jalapenos you can find in your grocery store. So Mama is hungry. Now, if you guys are worried about the girls and what are they doing, not worried, and there's no reason to be worried, but if you're asking about the girls,
we can go in, right?
We can start eating, babe.
All right.
This is gonna be a messy mukbang. So bear with us. If you're asking about the girls, shall I say, they already had their nachos. I gave them like a kiddie version. I just gave them the ground beef, a couple of chips, and I had shredded cheese. And I put, because they love cheese, I put the shredded cheese on the side, and they really liked it.
Wow.
So this ground beef is not just regular ground beef. I put like
Did you do the taco mix?
I put the taco mix. I put a taco mix on. So I don't know why I'm craving for spice, but I also put some cayenne pepper, garlic, onion powder.
It needs a little kick though, so that's perfect.
It does. So
wow, this is good. I gotta say, this is probably a better way to eat it.
Because it doesn't get soggy.
Because you don't sometimes like you pull a chip out, you don't get some. Sometimes you pull a chip, you get a lot. But this is like
you want on a chip.
You make it how you want, so every chip should be loaded.
I'm about to mix it all together. Oh, it's so good. This is really good. And all I spent was $9 on like the stuff from Chipotle.
Yo, I think from now on we gotta eat it like this. And I'm only like 3 bites in.
This is bomb.
But I like the setup.
So Richard doesn't have guacamole because why you don't have guacamole, babe? Tell me why.
I'm not sure if I'm really like fully allergic, but when I eat the avocados, the fresh avocado, which I ate it growing up in Trinidad, so that's kind of weird. But then again,
it's so good.
I ate shrimp when I was growing up in Trinidad too, and I'm allergic to that. It always itches my mouth, like it does a little itch there, so I just don't even eat it because I might not be allergic. I know I could go get tested. I never did the allergy test, but
I think you should because I'm gonna have to send Royce for allergy tests. You might be supposed to join your daughter.
we could go together.
Join your daughter.
Because of that, I'm not too crazy about the guacamole, but I can tell you there's some stuff like I'll eat that has avocado in it and stuff like that, and it doesn't really bother me. So it's not no kind of allergy like a shellfish allergy.
Nah, Rich, this is bomb. This is really good. Like, and this took no time whatsoever to make.
You're right, because you said like, oh, when I get back, it's not gonna take me long to make. You're right. You're just gonna mix the whole thing. I'm gonna just mix it all together, yo. She said, oh, it's not gonna take me long to make it all. So I said, okay. So she said, set up the camera. I took my time. By the time I set up the camera and looked around, the food was done. She said, oh, we're ready to go. I'm like, oh, okay.
I don't put no guns. I'm hungry.
So that's why I
too.
didn't even comb my hair. I just hit you with the quarantine hair. This is the way I had it all day. And that's the way you had yours all day, or no?
No, I put it on.
Okay. I mean, I know, but
You trying to play me on camera. I put it on. Clearly, the last vlog you guys saw, I was natural. Listen, I want to feel like switching it up. Sometimes I want to put my wig on, sometimes I don't.
that was a good look for you, though.
What? My natural?
Yeah, a little twist thing you had going on.
Yeah, but I got slim down more on the face.
Oh, okay. You prefer the shorter hairstyle.
I prefer, yeah, because I know people that watch my lives, how I show them like me back in my slim days, and sometimes on Instagram I share like my slim days. I know at least slim down, but I don't want to talk about slim down while I'm eating these fat and nachos. Okay?
I about to say we not slim down tonight.
That soon come. That soon come.
We'll take care of that maybe tomorrow.
Right. Tonight.
Tonight we're gonna be dogging these nachos.
Right.
We got more meat, right? We got more of everything.
We got more of everything. Cause I might have to we might have to pause this video and come back with another plate. This is so good. Guys, if you like guacamole, run out to Chipotle or whatever place you feel like in your area makes the best guacamole.
You know, I'm glad Chipotle made that mix because these chips, they're so fresh.
How did I run out of salsa? I should have put more salsa on my plate.
I mixed mine in now.
I should have did that. I ran out of salsa.
That Trader Joe's sauce is really
The only thing
good.
we don't have more of is the corn. And it's good, right?
The corn is really, there's so much cilantro in the corn.
Babe, it's not culantro.
Culantro.
You're so used to your Trinidadian seasoning. It is not culantro.
Cilantro.
And what do you call it? What do you call it in Trinidad?
Cilantro. Cilantro.
It's cilantro.
Is what's on here.
But culantro is something completely different.
The bandanya.
All of the Caribbean people. Is that just, wait, Trinidadians say it or all Caribbean people?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, he knows that Trinidadian people pronounce culantro if you look in a grocery store, and that's what they season all of their meat with. Everything.
Shadow Benny.
Yes, they season like every single thing with. So
I mean, it's
amazing.
The bomb,
it is the bomb. It is the bomb. But for all my Black American people, all my white American people, anybody who's watching as American that don't know what Rich is talking about, you go to the grocery store and it's labeled culantro.
Yeah, this is not
with
culantro.
A U.
This is cilantro.
Cilantro, yes.
Yo.
I am enjoying this, babe.
You just gotta mix everything together. And the only thing I didn't mix in there was the sour cream. I guess you wouldn't mix your guacamole in there, but.
You're right. Let's get it all nasty. So, it's May 5th. And out here in Georgia, the school year is done.
It's done?
No, it's done next Friday.
It's about to be done.
Last day of school.
Wow.
Crazy, right?
So what is that, about 2 weeks early?
Hey, if you guys are watching this, I'm very curious to know. Do you know anyone whose kids actually still go to regular school? Like nothing happened.
Right.
In America. If you don't live in America, I'm curious to know, do your kids go to regular school too? How about if you don't live in America and you're watching this vlog, how is the quarantine and the coronavirus affecting your country?
Is it as serious
like,
as
is it as serious as it's here? Because wait, I mean, we live in the state of Georgia, okay? And our lovely governor opened up the state. And I had to go up to my school and do some cleaning up and everything. It was my day of cleaning up yesterday. And I said, you know what? I really desperately, like, this is essential for me yesterday. But I had my mask and stuff. I needed, the girls really needed hair bows and barrettes and stuff. Because I have time now and I want to start doing cute little styles on them. If you guys see Royce, if you've seen her on Instagram, I put a little box twist on her. It looks really cute.
I'm going to have to take some pictures tomorrow. Because she is too cute right now.
So, I plan on doing the same style on Rain, but Rain is not a good client. I told you guys that before. But anyway, out here in Georgia, it looks like there ain't nothing going on.
Like nothing is closed.
How about today we rolled past the Taquera. It was like all those people outside having Cinco De Mayo food.
They just, I mean, they wanted to be up in the restaurant drinking and eating and socializing, and nobody had no mask on.
Nobody. So, I mean, well, how you gonna have some mask on if you're out to eat? Which you can pull the mask down.
Yeah.
But no.
But these are the people in Georgia that are not interested.
We rolled by. I was like,
what is going on there?
This lovely Republican state that we live in, but yet y'all be the first one to vote these poor Mexican people out of the country.
You know, I'm not gonna get deep into that.
We're not gonna get into that
because that bothers.
Because we don't have a vlog about politics.
Yeah, we try not to, but that bothers me because some of them don't like Mexicans until it's time for Cinco de Mayo.
It's absolutely disgusting. Meanwhile, most restaurants hire these Hispanic people to work in the restaurant, to clean the restaurant, to do all these things.
To cook.
Yeah. To do all these things.
And that's not just here. That's
you go to an Italian restaurant, you think it's an Italian man in the back cooking your meal? No. And it's terrible how these people are treated. And that's all I'm gonna say, because I don't want to get too much into that, if you know what I mean. So
all in all, we bangs with the Mexicans, all right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So don't think that I'm being a culture vulture. and just sitting here eating. I mean, we drink margaritas and have tacos and all stuff like that. But I also have a large community. My school is mainly Mexican students, so that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna tell you what school I work at, but it's mainly Hispanic, mainly Mexican students. So, but on to another topic. What else I was gonna say is, it is the oh, you squeeze lime on it?
Hell yeah. You better squeeze some lime on there if you know what's good for you. I'm trying to get my vitamin C.
It is getting to me. I said it's gonna be a messy vlog, right? I'm trying to keep it cute. But it is getting to my anniversary of my end date of my it's not like it's anniversary, I don't need to celebrate, but it's almost been a year that I stopped going to physical therapy. This is something I haven't shared with you guys. Last year, 2019, January 16th, I was involved in a car accident on my way to work. I don't know why I didn't choose, for all the people that have been watching me since last year, and even the people that have been watching us from the beginning. Hey, thank you for watching. But I was involved in a car accident on my way to work, minding my own business, driving to work, and I was rear-ended. Now my rear, like, I wasn't rear-ended to the point where my car was like totaled, but
Or the bumper was
messed up.
It was gone.
Yeah. The bumper was messed up. But what mainly messed, the way that I was hit, I didn't think like I would. I remember sitting there like, no, I'm good. I remember the cops was asking me like, are you all right? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, we pulled over to the side, and the cops was like, are you, well, once I called the cops and everything, they asked me if I was all right, did any ambulance? I was like, no, I'm fine. So, you know, it takes a while for them to ask the person who hit you what's going on. Long story short, I was hit by a woman and her co-workers. They were on their way to work. They work for a maid company. I'm not gonna tell you the name of the maid company, but it was a maid company.
So what were you driving? What were they driving?
They were driving a minivan. I was driving a red Ford Explorer.
Okay. OE.
And I was at a complete stop in traffic. And
on the highway.
On the highway, yes, on the highway. And I just so happen to be looking in my rearview mirror, and I can see how the car is just coming, not stopping. Like, I'm sitting here like, yo, and there's nothing you can do because you're at a complete standstill.
But you thought she was gonna stop, or you felt like it?
I thought she was gonna stop, but she slammed right into me. Cops, so we pulled over to the side. She pulled over. She didn't keep going.
Well, she couldn't go nowhere. It wasn't traffic.
There was traffic, but eventually once people see that you got into an accident, people are like, oh shit, like kind of
get out of here.
No, they're not. They let us. I remember it was like almost like the traffic cleared. They let us go over to the side.
Okay.
So we got over to the side because I was in the second to lane on the left side. So anywho, I go over and I'm like, what happened? Oh my God, I wasn't paying attention, la la la. And
that's what she said.
That's what she said. The front of their little minivan. Now it was a company minivan. Like I said, I'm not gonna tell you the name of the maid service. But the maid service, the front of the van was all messed up. Luckily, because you had that protective, I don't know, what is that called that you had on it?
On the back?
Yeah, you know how you had that extra piece on the back of the bumper? It was like real rubber, like.
That's just how that addition is. It's not metal. It's like a plastic piece on the Explorer.
It could have been worse. It could have been a lot worse if it wasn't for that piece. Because the way that you seen her, truck,
because she had metal.
Her van, it was all jacked up. I was like, dang girl. Anyway, come and find out she ain't had no license.
Oh god.
She made me get on the phone. She tried to get me to talk to her boss. I think they was trying to get me not to call the police. But I need to call the police. Oh. Like, my truck is messed up. Oh. We ain't friends. I don't even know you. So I called the police. Police came. They came pretty quick. To get my information, asked me for my stuff. Now, while they getting their information, remember I called you and I was like, oh my God, I had to call my job, tell them I was gonna be running late. I had to, I remember talking to my dad. And I was just like, really like, dang, I can't believe that this happened. All of a sudden, and you remember you were like, are you all right? How you feel? And I'm like, I was like, I feel fine. He's like, are you sure?
Because she thought she was gonna go to work. And I was like, nope.
Call out.
Call out. You got a car accident, you're not gonna make it. Then she thought she was gonna come home. And I was like, nope, you're not. Go straight to the hospital on your way home.
Right.
If you feel okay to drive, go straight to the hospital. If not, then I'll have to come get her.
Right, it wasn't nothing serious where I felt like I need to get into the ambulance. But so,
she's like, oh, go to the hospital for what? I said, trust me, when you finish there, go to the hospital.
Right. And I remember the officer coming back, when he first asked me, he's like, how do you feel? I was like, I don't feel good. I said, I feel fine. But by the time they go through everything and then come back with, you know, paperwork and stuff for you, I was like, officer, I could feel a tingling like coming up through my neck.
Right.
So then I drove myself to the hospital and they was like, do you need to call ambulance? I was like, no. I was like, I'm good to drive. I was like, I'll drive. I drove to the ambulance. I drove to the ambulance. I drove to the hospital.
I was say what?
I drove to the hospital, walked myself in the hospital, and I was seen right away. There was like nobody there. And they told me, they was like, you definitely have whiplash. And you feel a little bit of pain now, but you're gonna really feel it tomorrow. And I was like, okay. So they gave me a prescription for some type of pain meds or whatever. Went home. As the time kept going, the pain just kept getting worse. To the point where I was at home, maybe when I finally got home, I got in bed, which catered to me. The girls was just, you know, fine. And as the time went on, the pain just got increasingly worse and worse to the point where I couldn't move. I could not move. Remember, I couldn't.
By the day after, you were finished.
I was done.
And I knew that would happen. And I didn't want to take her to the hospital when she couldn't move. So that's why I told her up front, go to the hospital. Go get seen now. The other thing is, regardless, if you're in an accident, go to the hospital. You'll need it. Because when you go see a lawyer, you'll need to know that you went to the hospital.
Right. So next day, what I do? I went to go see a lawyer. And we won't go into all the logistics of that. But my lawyer took me up with a psychiatrist.
Maybe you should have.
A chiropractor. I went to the chiropractor that very next day.
Why you got psychiatrist on the brain?
I don't know.
Are you crazy?
Let me take a drink.
Maybe that'll keep you away from psychiatrists. Damn.
I'm gonna take one more gulp.
Look at my plate.
It was good, huh?
Good. I'm about to start eating yours.
But anyway, I went to the chiropractor. I had to go chiropractor for days. As time went on, they told me I had bulging discs. I had to get things in my brain. What do you call those things?
You got an MRI.
I had to get 3 MRIs.
She was going to chiropractor like.
First it started out every day for a week.
Right.
Every day for the first 2 weeks. Then I was going 3 days a week.
And she did that for a while, and that was like.
I did that.
Between us working opposite schedules, her getting off work, going to the chiropractor 3 times a week, it was just getting crazy, and
it was from.
It was just crazy.
It was from January over to May.
Yeah.
I had that schedule. 3 days a week going to the chiropractor. Because that's how messed up I was.
And you still were having pain.
Still was having pain. To the point where my ears had, it felt.
I'm gonna grab some more meat while you finish the story.
I said, I feel like I have fluid in my ears. I feel like, you know how when you have swimmer's ear, when you go swimming and you have that water in your ear? I said, I don't know why. I feel like every time I move my head side to side, I could feel like it's like a fluid. I was like, I obviously haven't gone swimming. And they said, you really have something shaking up. And it was just a really down time for me. And I think about it. I'm like, why didn't I vlog this? Because I'm not a person that looks for sympathy. I don't want to get on YouTube and look for, not saying that people that do that look for sympathy, but I know me, like, I didn't even take no pictures in my neck. Like, you know how some people go to the hospital, take a picture of their hospital bracelet, looking for people to say, what happened, girl? What happened? No, that's not me. So I just said, I'm gonna keep this so whoever, you know, my family knows and stuff like that. I was out of work for like 2 weeks. And I didn't want to take disability. So I had to go back to work with a neck brace on my neck. And I know my coworkers and my administrators is probably looking at me like, yeah, right, she probably exaggerating. But no, I was seriously in really a lot of pain. It was very hard for me to look right, for me to look left. It was just a lot. And yeah, I had to go from January to May. And thank God. And I thank God because nothing serious. I didn't have to have no major surgeries or anything like that. And you know what? I thank God that my accident wasn't something so like a catastrophe, you know? You hear people get into such serious accidents, lose their lives every day. You hear, you know. So I thank God that it was nothing serious. Yeah, it was serious because I was in a neck brace. I was a lot messed up.
You could have been worse.
It really messed with me mentally. It really messed with me mentally. Besides physically, it messed with me mentally. You know, I felt like I couldn't give my all. And me being a teacher and having to teach 30 to 36 students every day. Each period, that's just not once a day. That's 6 times a day. 30 to 36 students, first period, second period, fifth period, sixth period, seventh period, eighth period, okay? And you the only teacher in the class, and you teach a subject like drama, and you in a neck brace. It's like, you know, it just gets to you. It's a lot. And then you gotta come home, be a mother, be a wife, do this, do that. So, shout out to all those people that have ever been in a serious car accident, more serious than me. It was a little bug.
Like a flying ant. It literally is a flying ant.
Like a gnat. Ooh.
Here we are.
Who's ever been in more, you know, a serious accident than me, you know? Or if you're going through that right now, you know somebody who may be going through that, you know, you just gotta stay strong and know that better days are coming.
And it got better with time, right?
It did. It did get better with time. It took time. It took me a good 5 months.
You know, the thing is, when you're in that situation, you just want to feel better.
That's it.
Right now.
That's it.
It just don't work like that, and it sucks.
And it sucked. Not being able to even like bend down properly. I couldn't even pick up Rain and Royce. Like, I was messed up. And I try to think about the vlogs that we did between Jack. I have to go back and look.
But let me tell you what she would do.
I didn't.
She would have her neck brace on and she'd be like, wait. And she'll take the neck brace on and start vlogging. I'm like, why don't you just tell everybody you were in a car accident? And she was like, no. And, you know, obviously, you know, I'm not going to force her. So if you don't feel comfortable, you don't feel comfortable.
Yeah. I just didn't want to. It's not like an image thing. It's just something that I didn't want to look for the pity stories. And trust me, right now, I'm not looking for you guys to be like, oh, no, I'm fine. But I guess because we here in this quarantine, it's just making you think about, you know, reminisce.
Yeah.
And think about those times. So that's just my little story.
We wanted to share it at some point, and she's finally at that point. Took a year and a half, you know, but she's there. She's ready to talk all about it.
Yes. I'm stronger.
No. A year later, how's your neck? I mean, I know, but these are the questions I'm anticipating coming.
My neck is great. She could roll.
All right.
She could look left.
Left.
She could look right.
Right. Wow.
She could look down.
Down. Yeah.
She could look up.
Up. Wow. Okay.
Praise God. But I do get that occasional pain. And my pain was at the base. Here.
All right, don't chop me. What you doing?
It was at the base of my skull. The worst place ever. Cause remember like 2 weeks ago, I had to go get my tins. I used a tins unit.
What's a tins unit?
Okay, my New York accent may be saying it like in a weird way. It's spelled TENS, like tens. Tens unit. Yes.
What is that?
It's the thing that does the like a electrotherapy.
Oh.
That's what you get when you go to the chiropractor.
Right.
So they gave me that to, like a take-home one. Remember when I was so messed up that was maybe like a month ago. Like when this quarantine first happened. When I put it on you? I was so messed. My pain levels were real high that I thought my neck was gonna get stiff again.
I took enough for both of us, but if you don't get to it, I will.
I am getting full, babe. But I will take a little scoop of salsa.
What you gotta do?
Yeah, but I do get occasional pain. I still do. But I refused. I remember when they sent me to a orthopedic surgeon because they wanted me to be, I had to go to an orthopedic surgeon and they told me that they wanted me to get the injections in my neck. Basically like somewhat of a surgery. And I declined it. I said, you know what? I'm going to continue with the chiropractor.
That was really early.
It was like the first, like as soon as I started, like it was just like, bam, this is what you need. And I'm like,
she called me and she told me that they said, they said I should get so-and-so shot in my neck. I said, absolutely not. You need to keep going to physical therapy, take your pain medicine, wait a little bit. If nothing changes and you need it, you need it. But right now, you need to let your body do its thing. Your body is amazing. Let your body.
It is amazing.
Yeah, definitely. But the human body is an amazing thing, and you need to let it do its thing before you just jump all the way in. If you don't have to. I know her pretty well, very well, dramatic or not. So I know. I can kind of tell when she's tolerating well and she's not, for the most part. So, and thank God she did wait, because she ended up not needing it.
Right. So.
And it's not to say that's not the right treatment for you, because depending on your injuries, it may be.
Right. Exactly. My whole thing was that I was at a complete standstill. My whole neck jerked. I didn't hit the steering wheel there, but it jerked my back. And the way it snapped back. That base of the skull.
Stop me in my head, man.
The base of the skull was just all messed up. And I also had to see a neurologist. And it's crazy how like how you go to a doctor and they give you like a questionnaire, they ask you like all crazy ass questions. Oh, did I curse? Crazy questions. And like stuff like do you have suicidal thoughts? And they want to really know. So, how is this making you feel? Have you put on weight? I was like, yes, I put on weight. I wanted to play anything for my weight gain. Yes, I have put on weight. I'm glad I got through that phase in my life. I pray to God I never get in no accident or cause any accidents again in life, or you.
Yeah. It's scary.
Or my children in the future when they start driving. Stuff. It's scary. It's very scary.
Yeah.
Even hearing people who lose their lives in accidents.
It could be really life-changing,
Or it could be life-ending, babe.
Yeah.
So, I just thank God it wasn't nothing too serious. Yeah. And I'm here to able to tell you guys the story. And just wanted to share a little story time with you. I guess I never really did a little story time. So, I just wanted to share you guys. And you know what? I'm gonna make Rich put, just because I never showed y'all me in a neck brace, I'm gonna make Richard put a picture right now. And that was me in my neck brace. So I was real pitiful. That was like the day, that was the day I left the chiropractor for the first time. That was like literally a day after my accident.
It was so weird with her laying in bed watching TV with a neck brace. Every time I look over, I'm like, oh, I forgot you had that neck brace.
Yeah. But anywho, on to more positive and happy thoughts. I will say, those tortilla chips, much fresher and better from Chipotle than the ones that have been sitting on the shelves.
But these Trader Joe's ones are pretty good.
They're good. But come on, you can't compare that.
Yeah.
You can't compare it to the freshly fried one.
And I definitely said that I took enough for both of us.
And I used to work at Chipotle, so I know that their chips are fried. The guacamole is fresh.
What are these?
Everything, I would say, everything in our store is fresh. Everything is made. They're cooking the food, like cooking it, slicing it up. That was my first job. I was
That was your very first job, right?
I was 18 or, yeah, that was like 18 or 19. I didn't people like 18, 19 the first job. Yeah, 18 and 19. I was 19. That was my first job. I didn't work throughout high school because I lived on Staten Island.
It was too much.
And then I went to high school in Manhattan. By the time you got home, it was 5 o'clock. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, when you're young like that, you can only work a certain amount of hours.
Yeah.
But
oh man,
I also went to dance school because I was working on me as a performer, darling.
Right.
I just knew I was going to be on Broadway. So I went to dance school, and I didn't have to have a job, and I thank God that my parents supported me with my career and things that I wanted to do. A lot of times I had auditions after school, so I never worked. I didn't work until I went to college.
And that commute alone.
Yeah, that commute alone. Yeah. Right, because I went to Performing Arts High School in Manhattan. So it was just a lot. So I didn't get my first job till the summer of my freshman year, going into sophomore year of college. Mm-hmm. And I worked there at Chipotle and Aubon Pond.
Oh yeah, remember you did work there. Yeah.
Wait, like here's the thing. I went from no jobs to 2 jobs.
Were they across the street from each other?
It was a little bit down the block. I worked at Chipotle in Bowling Green. For all the people that live in New York City, I worked at Chipotle right there in Bowling Green when you go to Staten Island Ferry and you walk up the block. I worked there. I worked there for the summer. And I don't know if that Aubon Pond is still there. If you know where I'm talking about, let me know.
Walking up to the 4 and 5?
Yes, walking up to the 4 and 5 train. I worked at that Aubon Pond. Some days some days I would work at Aubon Pond, get off, and then go to Chipotle and work there till 11 p.m.
Grinding.
Yes, I was grinding. I remember I was grinding. I worked at Aubon Pond in the morning, but I was part-time, so I did a couple of hours, and then I got off and then went right into my Chipotle shift.
Hustler.
Wow. That was some memories back then, so
yep.
I did my thing. That was my very first job, and I was so proud every time I got my check, and it was cool. So you enjoy your nachos?
I am so full. I can barely get up from here to go.
Here's my last one. We put a little dash of lime on it.
Right.
This was good.
This was real good.
I'll definitely be making this again.
Yeah.
We have a little bit of ground beef left over, right?
Well, looks like we'll be eating this next week, guys.
So,
while we still got the salsa and the sour cream, you know those things when you leave them in the fridge too long, they'll go bad. So we won't wait too long. We won't mukbang it on YouTube again, but
this will probably be a snack tomorrow night. No, I gotta get to my healthy eating.
Today. It's only 10 p.m. So
no.
You good? You good? Okay.
I'm done for now.
All right, not tonight then.
All right, guys. Hold on, wait. Let me just chill. You go ahead and talk.
So that's about it, guys. We wanted to share that experience that she finally felt, comfortable sharing. It definitely was a life-changing event for us. So we did want to have that documented at some point, and today we're at that point. Wow. Okay.
Cheers to that.
All right, Cinco de Mayo. So that's it for Cinco de Mayo. We had our meal. I had 2 plates. I had 2 meals.
Yes, I enjoyed it. It was great. You guys cook it at home for a cute little party snack. Are you sitting and watching something on TV?
It's not a party snack. This is a whole meal.
This is a whole meal. It's not a snack. It's a whole meal. Cook it for yourself. You don't want to do ground beef, do ground turkey. You don't want to do ground turkey, do ground chicken. It's real good. And try it out, guys. And DM me or write us on Instagram or leave a comment below if you tried it out. And yeah, we're done with this mukbang now. All right.
I'm gonna go check on the girls and watch our shows for the night.
Right. And I'm gonna have me another margarita.
Right.
All right, guys. So if you enjoyed this vlog, please leave a comment below. And until then, continue to live
a rich
and jazzy life. Bye.